WRS HD1 and HD2 Atlanta. You're listening to Album 88. More specifically, we tuned into a very sad episode of Nerd Hour. I have DJ Lavender here.
I am DJ Lavender.
Also known as DJ Swashbuckler.
Yeah.
DJ Spill of Water.
We have sad news about DJ Oilspill.
She's dead.
She flew right into the sun.
I made her walk the poop deck.
And then she said she wouldn't be back for another at least 7 days. So.
Yeah. And it's you know, and we can only hope that she comes back.
I mean, maybe she's having fun wherever she is.
Could she really be having fun without us? I just don't understand. It's just it hurts my heart to think about the fact that I have to live in a world where I'm doing Nerd Hour without DJ Oilspill.
I'm not too happy about it.
Nerd Hour. If you were just listening, DJ Lavender has talked a lot.
I have. I also didn't use my DJ name, so you got a sneak peek at
the real
DJ
person
Lavender.
behind the voice.
I know. Yeah.
Whoa, that's awesome. That's very cool. And
yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was a really cool old broadcast that we were the entire time just listening to it and like giggling like, oh my gosh, that was so cool. It opened with a 2001 Space Odyssey. So
wow.
I thought that was very, very touching.
Well, now here's time for lame, normal, boring.
Yeah, super normal.
Boring, low budget.
Average,
you know, we just
Nerd Hour.
we play songs and we talk music. It's pretty cool.
We do that.
And I
Can't
like
say
it a
we don't
lot.
do that, 'cause
And,
we
you
do
know. Yeah, it's Nerd Hour. But yes, DJ Oilspill is dead. So you're getting a bit of an 88-bit trip episode. And I'm excited about it because today we're going to talk about something really cringe, which is the 49ers losing. Oh my God, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's honestly, it was so for those who
6
don't
and
know,
41?
it's NFL playoffs, and
41?
DJ Fish is a
Oh my
49ers
God,
fan.
What happened? I know
and
like half of the team is gone, but like, come on.
Last
guys.
night we very sadly
We
learned that they
killed
lost.
the other team last week, whatever they were. I forgot.
And they lost bad.
Oh
they
my
lost
God.
bad, real bad.
6 and 41.
But right now the Bears are tied with the Rams at halftime, guys. So,
Did you just check?
Absolutely, I did. And this means a lot. This means a lot, guys. If they win, you're gonna know, and it's gonna be really loud.
You're gonna know either during Bit Trip or
during this program. Probably not during
section.
this program.
Yeah,
but during
likely.
Bit Trip, an energy will shift one way or the
Energy
other.
will totally shift.
So look forward to that.
But yeah, so anyway, that was a different.
Yeah, that was our mandatory football talk.
We also need to mourn the loss of last week's Segway episode.
Yes.
It is no longer with us.
It's lost media forever.
It's lost to media, unfortunately. Our recording software decided to die.
It had a couple.
Just like DJ Oilspill. Rest in peace. And that was one of our better episodes. So
it can only go somewhere from here. I'd say up, but you know what? Hey, sometimes if you were there, you know, sneak peek. It's like a concert, you know?
Yeah, it happened to be some of our best stuff. Anyway, that's cringe. And you know what else is cringe? Us.
Yep.
We are both very cringe individuals.
It's time to break the news.
We've
hid
sorry.
it for too long.
We liked
We're real
some really
nerd.
things that we look back at and we're like, why did I do that? And you know, honestly, we weren't the biggest problems in the cringe landscape.
Can't say I was, yeah.
Wow. What does that mean?
DJ Fish, I won't speak for your track.
What does that mean?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know what you were doing on AO3. Yeah, I know.
But, you know.
I was doing really bad stuff, actually.
Wow.
So, yeah, no, it was really cringe.
Sometimes we enjoy things, and the people that we enjoy them with are very goofy and silly. And
middle school is a time for all of us.
So is early high school.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's not even early high school. It's mid high school.
Yeah, so is late high school.
It's just high school.
Early? No, I'm kidding.
And we still persist to be cringe. It's not something that we try to avoid.
Yeah, I have a pin that says I'm cringe, but I am free.
That's beautiful.
And I live by that because
that's beautiful.
You have to accept it to be yourself.
What do you think is your earliest fandom of cringe, my friend?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be like a tie in the race between the Undertale fandom.
Okay.
Got real into that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is cringe, but there were cringy people there, but I was a big Jacksepticeye fan. And I feel like they got, you know, a little weird, but I'd say Undertale's probably the clearest.
Yeah.
Stick in the whatever.
I was a Pegasister.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
You know what that is, right?
I think so.
It's like the female version of a brony.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, bronies are supposed to be laughable because of the age gap. Like, you're like way too old to be watching My Little Pony, and I was like a normal age to be watching My Little Pony. There, yeah. But I thought I was so special. I was like, yeah, I love
How
Fluttershy.
many young girls are watching My Little Pony?
Nobody knows My Little Pony like I do. I'm just like these random grown men that go to weird conventions.
We're just as weird, us guys.
I thought we were the exact same person. But no, I think that's my earliest example of cringe. And how do you think about the cartoon verse? Like, when did Steven Universe
I really
start?
I lied, really. Steven Universe is definitely beat Undertale. Yeah, I really tried to avoid that, but I was really in elementary school. I was really into that. Still am.
Before the show, though, you mentioned that, Steven Universe, although it's seen as cringe, you said it didn't deserve as much flack as it's receiving, and speak on that.
I think that Steven Universe is really unfairly like hated and portrayed, much like a lot of like shows and media that have really
diverse
cringe
casts.
And abrasive, and especially like diverse casts or that like are created by people that are from like marginalized backgrounds, and feature queer stories and all that cool stuff. You, like, from an outside perspective, especially in like 2010s like YouTube and like internet landscape, it's not hard to get pinned as like this show is so weird and like, can you even imagine but Steven Universe, it fought through a lot of like production like sabotage to get to where it was today.
Oh, for sure.
Everything that like, I will be the first person to hate on how they released like the Steven bombs and like the release schedule, but like looking back now, getting through being like, you're gonna get canceled if you show like these two aliens like getting married, and they're like, no, like we're just gonna do it, and then like having to like battle that, it's impressive and not something that I would do. And I think that to make a show despite all that,
I agree,
and it's a good show. It's a good show.
I like quoting the thing, kids, Don't be racist.
Absolutely, Garnet. I'm not gonna be in here. Like, and like Estella Cast. Like, I think I'm like, Estelle was in Steven Universe. Like, she was just in,
for sure,
like from
and
American Boy. Like, that's Estelle
of Kanye West fame.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, but yeah, no, I mean, not only of that, but she was like a big celebrity, made amazing music, and then she was like, I'm gonna be on this kid show. And it's gonna be awesome.
I remember seeing her at like a panel for Steven Universe, and I was like, "That's Estelle." And like half of these kids here don't know her as like Estelle from American.
They don't know that she said, "You'll be there."
Like they're like, "Wow, did you guys know like Estelle made music?" And I'm like, "Wow."
Speaking of cringe, like, can you believe that? Like, now whenever I hear that song, I don't sing the normal version.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like,
we've got a #1 victory royale.
Like, yeah, Fortnite. We about to get down.
It's like, this is true. Well, okay.
Just touchdown tomato town.
That might be the bub track, guys.
That actually might be the middle track, guys.
Look forward to that. But did you get into any like, besides the My Little Ponies of it all, any other like early fandoms that you can think really? Wasn't
a big Steven Universe fan until later, which I wish I did, because then I would have like quoted. So in elementary school, I have this very specific memory of, I think it was like 5th grade, where I brought like an Indian food, and like this like, white girl, like she was like, "What are you eating? Ew, this is gross. It looks like milk." And I'm like, "It's yogurt." Like,
and don't people eat milk anyway? Like,
well, no, I was
the concept of yogurt. Like,
there's a concept of eating like rice with like really spicy rice, and then having yogurt with it it's great. You mix it together, and you're like, "What are you doing? Why are you putting milk inside your rice?" And I'm like, "Leave me alone." Okay. And if only Garnet was there, to tell her to not be racist, then I would have been able to, tell her off or whatever.
You're gonna argue with Estelle? Yeah.
You can't argue with Estelle. I would have thrown that yogurt in her face. Anyway, sorry. I would not have done that. We do not condone that. Do we? Maybe we do.
Being racist?
No.
Throwing yogurt.
Yogurt in people's faces.
I mean, depends, right?
If they're racist.
I can't make a blanket statement on anything, guys.
Allegedly.
Use your own judgment. It's all alleged. It's all,
everything's alleged. Nothing is real. It's, life is your creation. Imagination
life is your creation. You're so right.
But yes. Okay. Like I was saying, I truly think that my first introduction was Undertale, like we mentioned. And I wasn't a cringe Undertale fan. I was lucky. I was like a normal Undertale fan.
Me neither.
Oh.
I think I was cringe because I was like, what, a baby or whatever when I was an Undertale fan, but
yeah, but that didn't make me bad. Like, didn't give you an excuse.
Like, to this point, very recently we had like an event where it was like we were curating YouTube videos that we would all watch, just things that we thought were funny, and we were just gonna hang out and watch them. And I was like, oh, let me look through some of my old like YouTube playlists, and I have one that's called like videos that I love, and like the first three-fourths of it is just like different like Undertale animatics to John Mulaney clips. It's like that was my life.
That's not okay. All right, you know, and that's fine.
That was the surface.
That's oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like create any like Undertale content. I don't think I really started like interacting in like a putting stuff into fandom way until I was a lot older. But like that was a weird Undertale kid at times, you know.
Obviously, we all were, but I wasn't like calling Sans like a sexy man. Like I wasn't on Tumblr.
No, well,
okay, you know what? Yeah. That's it. I wasn't on Tumblr.
I was on Tumblr. Hey, everyone out there who is also and is currently on Tumblr, I see you and I am you.
Currently,
it is it's the the only social media app on my homepage for my phone. I want that to put that into perspective. I'm still deep into the webs.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Thing is, I wanted to be a Tumblr kid. I wanted it.
Okay.
No, well, okay. I didn't want the bad part, but I wanted to see what the guys are talking about. And I wanted to view my fandoms. And at the moment, I was really like into. I don't have Instagram anymore, but I had Instagram then, and I was like on my Discover page being like, haha, meme, haha, League of Legends meme, haha, funny memes. And then I was like, oh, Tumblr is where it's like ads, where you get
all the screenshots
funny
are from
discussion.
there.
Yeah, you get the funny discussion posts. You know, like
the source.
Yeah, you get good stuff. You know, and I could not curate my page. That was the thing. I could not get the good stuff on my page, and instead I checked who followed me on Tumblr. And you never do that. Don't. You never do that.
Because if you don't have an account and you don't know anyone, it's never good. It's
just never good.
It's never someone who you know and you're like, oh wow.
It's always some random bot, and it's evil and they're wrong and not good for children to be looking at.
Nope.
So
yes,
after I saw that, I was like, I'm done actually.
Yeah. I think I went on Tumblr and I googled Steven Universe. I searched it and I just scrolled and I followed whoever, and so that was really all I was there for a bit, and then the rest did itself. There was like a period where I stopped using Tumblr, you know, like 2019 or whatever.
You thought you were so
I thought it was above it, and then I went immediately back into like 2020 pandemic era, which
and the worst time possible.
You know, for something just a little something pulled me back. I don't know what it was. It could have been anything. Could have been that I was at home for, you know.
Could be something what we're talking about later. I don't know.
Could be something that we both have deep rooted past with to an extent.
Yikes.
But
anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll save it for the later half, guys.
But I will say, I think my cringiest fandom early on is I was a really big K-pop fan. And I became a K-pop. I still am a K-pop fan. I don't know.
I'm sorry for saying that.
I bought my membership, my BTS membership today. So I'm gonna try to get tickets on Thursday.
Memberships?
Yeah, you have to buy a membership to get a pre-sale code, and it's a raffle system.
That's
so
insane.
I spent $20 today on the chance I could get BTS tickets. They are wringing y'all
dry. I'm so sorry.
And apparently, like 30 million people have already bought memberships.
That's insane.
So am I gonna get it?
Hey, we'll see with the raffle.
And if I do get it, I'm gonna have to wake up Thursday morning at 6 a.m. and wake up bright and early and get in line and make sure that my army membership is registered to my Ticketmaster membership, and then I have to try. And I gave myself a budget. And the thing is, the tickets are not gonna be within that budget.
I doubt it will be.
So I think I just spent $20 because why not? Just the chance, okay?
Just for the option that you might possibly have the chance.
The thing is, I've already seen BTS live. Like the sixth grader in me is purely satisfied because that's when like I said, I'm a huge BTS fan, and I will rep it till I die because none of you guys are like me.
Wow.
All right, you guys got into like during Dynamite, Butter, their bad songs era.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I've been here since 2014.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
like a very long time.
That's like a very long time for sure. Oh man. Just thinking about it, like what was I into in 2014? Like I don't even know.
I remember very specifically I was at a friend's sleepover and these girls were like talking about Wattpad, and they were like, "Don't get on Wattpad. It's just not for you."
They tried.
And I'm
that's
just
not
like,
for you. That well, that's
no.
That's
She's like, well, she meant it more like, it's just like if you don't know what's on it, you don't need to know what's on it.
Okay.
And I was like, but I want to read books.
Yeah,
like,
that's the opposite way to like keep a child from
my-
doing something. Is like, no, it's too crazy. Like,
it's cool. You can't do it.
like if you do it, you're gonna learn stuff that you don't know right now, and then you'll have more knowledge about the world. Like, don't do it. And the child's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be like a cool guy. At least all cool people here.
They were like reading, and then they were writing books, and I was like, I'm gonna write
intellectual,
a book.
like,
that sounds so fun, and I did write a book.
Whoa.
It's bad. It was really bad, and I actually like 3 years ago, I found my Wattpad login and I deleted all my books.
Dang.
I was like, these don't need to exist
Lost
anymore.
media, man.
Actually,
man.
just like Nerd Hour,
Yeah.
Keeper of Time. It was about a guy named Walter, and he went back in time and gave people cookies.
Whoa.
He gave Abraham Lincoln a cookie.
Okay.
This is when I thought like Abraham Lincoln was the coolest guy ever.
I mean, I guess he was alright. Like,
Thank you.
there are other guys.
I mean, like he's better. He did good.
He
did real good.
I would say, me personally, I'm a big fan of some of the stuff that he did. Would I write a whole book about him? I can't say I would.
Okay, he was like 3 chapters. Okay, let's be real.
Would I write 3 chapters about him?
My white man, my white Walter, who went back into Civil War. He gave him a cookie after he wrote the Emancipation Proclamation.
And I mean, I guess you deserve a cookie for that, right?
Right? Oh, that's awesome.
Something.
Anyway, so yeah, and that kind of launched me into like reading K-pop fan fiction. And it was really problematic because I was a very big fan of this one ship that shipped 2 of the BTS members together.
2 of the real guys.
2 of the real men who like
awesome.
exist and like have to exist next to each other constantly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like lives and stuff together.
And
for sure.
I remember my friend told me she liked a different group, but she was like, it's problematic because, the 2 members might feel uncomfortable by it and yada yada yada. And I was like, why do they care? They're making music. They're filming their music videos.
They're not watching their Wattpad.
Whatever. And now I'm like, maybe it is a little weird, actually.
It's a little. It's a smidge.
But I think it's only weird if you take it too far.
Yes.
Like, sometimes, I don't know. I think it's pretty harmless to do just like a soft headcanon. Like, that's whatever.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's the unfortunate fact that like people, even if they like write stories about this and on websites that maybe this artist will never see, it's that people will then take it to like their comment section or their
in
face
real life.
and say it to them, which is crazy.
And has happened like
and
multiple
it's
times.
happened. I mean, since there have been 2 people that are real life friends and like are even if they are not like somewhat physically affectionate with each other, it's gone. If they have a fan base, it's gone.
And this is like what Dan and Phil. I was right.
Wow.
I was correct.
Wow.
Yes. Now, did it cause them so much strife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For background, if you happen to not, for some reason, know who Dan and Phil are, they are.
Why are you saying it like? How do you not know who Dan and Phil is? What the
we're 20 minutes into Nerd Hour about old fandoms. I'd be surprised, but can't
always be sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Dan
okay.
and Phil, they are YouTube legends. They've been there pretty much since the OG, the beginning, just about.
Yeah, basically.
And I personally never really watched their content, so I'll let DJ Fish talk about what they do.
They just make comedy videos.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of their content was just them hanging out with each other. And it was interesting because their first video is really bad. It's like the first day they met each other and they just decided to be like, let's make a video.
Yeah, that was the
and
a little
that's
bit
it.
of the internet,
And
yeah.
that was it. But they mostly got famous for like the videos where they just kind of interacted with each other and did cute stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that cute stuff may have been too cute.
Oh yeah,
too.
and it started an immediate flurry of people.
They're in love and
they're secretly in love
they're
and
gay
they are
and
falling
they're kissing
in love
and they're holding
they're
hands.
married maybe. I don't know.
They live together.
They did live together, and that didn't help.
That didn't help.
Didn't help their.
But so did I think Smosh also lived together.
Maybe, but there's a whole. No one was really like.
People totally thought Smosh were in love, but not like
Not
genuinely.
to the, they were like, oh, Anthony and Ian, they're in love.
Oh, they're in love. They're gonna kiss, and they
Right.
did. Anyway,
But even then, like, it's so funny that like they can do all of that, and Dan and Phil are still like, no, but they're actually
no, but they're actually
that was funny, guys, and ha ha ha. Maybe I
no,
guess
Smosh kids,
you
that's
guys
funny.
are. Well, I guess Smosh. An example of that is like Shane and Courtney from Smosh more recently.
They're married.
They're married, and before they got married, they were the subject of similar to Dan and Phil. People being like, oh my god, you know. Shortney moments, guys, like they're actually in love, like this is so funny, and then people being like, that's so, you can't do that, like these are real people, real friends. But I think less so because Shane and Courtney are not, you know, a gay couple, so it's a bit less.
Wow. Dang. Geez.
No, I mean just like in the 2010s.
What the heck, man? No,
I mean,
I understand.
you know, it's a lot different in
It's
like 2012 to like have all these rumors spread about you, and then people hear that as the only version of you that they know,
It's true.
and that's how they treat you, which is not always good, unfortunately.
It is very interesting how, I mean, I did it too, you know, when I was shipping my BTS members, how, I don't know, I was like, it's two boys.
And I mean, like, maybe that's because, you know, there's not a lot of representation, you know, especially at the time. I mean, now I guess we have like, we got 911 and Heated Rivalry. So we've got those guys.
I mean, it is the endless question of why do, well, at the time, like straight women, like, love reading and consuming content of homosexual males.
Yeah,
it's like,
there's someone out there who knows.
There's someone out here who knows.
It's not me,
There's
but
probably like a billion theories that are completely
Social,
incorrect.
you know,
And
sociology, all that.
my thing about it is, I heard Katya,
Trixie and Katya.
of
Drag Race fame.
Drag Race fame. Thank you. Speak about how Heated Rivalry is great because there's no like major tragedy.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yes.
This is not only for homosexual males. It's the same thing for women.
So yeah.
There's tragedy. There's AIDS. There's
it's like
death and
it's the supernatural thing of
destruction.
like, even if there's a character, like the whole bit of like being sent to like super like like the depths, the pits of the fire after you're like, I love you, and then you just like are killed like immediately.
Yeah, that's it.
Like
that's
the biggest. Or I mean, hate to open a fresh wound for all you Stranger Things fans out there.
Ooh, is that a spoiler?
Maybe.
Okay. Close your ears.
No, I mean,
Okay.
he's been out and about, but like,
Okay.
they don't treat his character well, you know.
Is there a gay character?
Technically, there's Robin, who came out seasons ago, like a while ago.
Oh.
The season she was introduced.
Only I knew these characters.
But I mean, I guess it is a bit of a spoiler. But I think if I mention it, if you know, you're in agreement. So
Okay.
I won't go further on that. But
All right, got it.
there are shows, like I said, Supernatural. There's another one that I'm not thinking of. I guess like Merlin. Oh my gosh, the whole Super Hulock fandom on Tumblr
Dude,
is a prime example
that
of people being like,
is-
what if they're actually in love and it's gonna happen on TV, and it never gonna happen on TV.
Consume supernatural content?
I was not.
You were not a
I
Superman.
dodged
Supernatural.
and weaved that on Tumblr as long as I could. That and Homestuck I never got sucked into.
It is very
against
sad
all odds.
that DJ Oilspill is not here because they could totally
She's probably like
totally talk about Homestuck.
I know she's got a whole bunch that
so much she can say about it. But yeah, I mean, we talked about Voltron in an earlier episode and how that happened because that was
I was a big Voltron fan, guys.
Yeah,
big Voltron fan.
So was that your next cringe fandom? You'd say
there were a lot. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any, but like
I feel like does Voltron and Undertale kind of overlap?
There's definitely a cross section there,
right?
Of like just really in the depths of it all. But Voltron I was really into Voltron from I got into it after season 2 ended, before season 3 started, and I will stand 10 toes down to that. Voltron was a good show for the first 5 or 6 seasons. There's a number there that I went back and I rewatched the entire season up until it got bad, and I said, this is where it got bad. I think that when they killed their main villain and then kept doing the show for 3 seasons is when it got bad. You know what I mean? They had a nice little bow, and they flew too close to the sun, for lack of a better term. Dang. But I mean, Voltron, star-studded cast, some of the Stevie Universe. You have like Jeremy Shada, you got Bex Taylor Klaus, you have Josh Keaton, so many other people. I'm trying to think. The guy who voices Keith Cogain. Oh,
if only I could tell you.
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna find it. It's
But yeah.
But the Voltron fans are crazy, and they were a little insane. They were doing a lot of stuff back then, because it's another great example of
what do you mean they're no gay?
You know what I mean? And it's like at a point like it was almost comical because like the creators knew, and like there was an infamous, and I guess it's say alleged, but it's been very, very well discussed and shared and reshared now in light of Stranger Things, funnily enough. But there's a fan art by one of the creators of like all the, I think I've talked about this on the show, but like all of the main characters, and they all have like they're holding little signs, and one is like about diversity, and one's like diversity for your gender, diversity for your race, and diversity for like being LGBTQ plus. And like one of the characters that's holding the sign, there's two characters holding the sign. One of them later in the show is revealed to be a gay man who had a gay man fiance and gets gay married. And like the other one, he does that.
Gay married.
But the other character, Mr. Lance McLean, is the subject of the most popular like gay ship of Clarence.
So everyone's like, oh my god, it's confirmed.
It's gonna be confirmed like this last season.
No, he's just an ally, obviously.
Which is so crazy
because he's just an ally.
All the other people behind the signs are like, for gender, it's like the two female characters, and for race, it's like the two like two of the non-white characters on the show. And so you're like, well, is this like, what's this all about? And they kind of they do the shoehorn thing where it's like a love interest who didn't like him in the beginning of the show is now in love with him, and then she dies. And then they kill like their one black female character, and it's Steven Yeun, by the way, is who voices Keith. I forgot that, and I wanted to say that anyway.
Well, that's how you write. That's good writing.
That's how you do it. You introduce a strong black female character, and you
kill
have
the diversity.
You gotta kill her. You have to have her fall in love with a guy whose sole interest in her is pretty much just infatuation at the sight of her when he's woken up from unconsciousness. And you want her to reject him for about 7 or 8 seasons. That's going to be really important, that she doesn't like him.
8
and she
seasons.
repeatedly says,
seasons.
I don't like you, and stop flirting with me. And then she's going to fall in love with him. She is. And then you have to murder her. You're going to have to do it, and it's for the plot, and no one else can die. And it's going to feel really undeserved. And on top of that, it's really important that the other gay guy that gets gay married, he's got to get gay married because his other gay fiance died in an explosion while he's in space. And the only thing that we see of them is them arguing and then him being murdered in war. So that's going to be really important for doing good rep, guys.
I can imagine how, for the middle to high school age people who are consuming this, how it drives you insane.
It was like,
and
so,
makes you even more cringe.
It's like it's really crazy. Like it's you can't help but like see. Yeah, no, it's like I'm thinking about like the throes of being on Tumblr when they drop all the seasons at once at 3 a.m. and just refreshing them and then being like, what is this? For like 10 minutes, people be like, oh my gosh.
It's like when Kendrick dropped. It was like, what is happening? Oh my god.
For a brief moment, we live in like a moment of like psychosis of like, this is the best season ever. And then about 45 minutes later, we'd be like,
this is the worst thing
so
ever.
Actually the writing is bad this season too. Like it was, for a minute there, it was good.
They didn't learn it all. Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That being said, sorry.
No.
Sorry to go on about on forever.
You had to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike Clance.
Yep.
Right? Unlike Clance. Oh. Was
no,
sorry.
I mean,
my bad. I didn't mean
listen,
to mention.
I was one of the Clan's girlies, but I was
yikes.
Yeah, tough time to be around.
Anyway.
Moving swiftly along.
Dan and Phil are dating.
You were right. No, what you were saying is that you were right. And I think it must be so strange to be them and be like, I mean, like, do we tell them or do we just let it?
Well, the thing is, everyone thought that Dan had basically confirmed it 3 years ago when he like fully came out as gay. Mm-hmm. And we were all like, okay, they're dating. Yeah. Like they lived together. Yeah. They lived together for how many years?
I think I also thought that.
Phil came out probably just like a year before. And then Dan came out. Dan had this really long, it's a good video.
Yeah.
And then they came out recently being like, yeah. And
and
we
just so everyone
dating.
knows, in case there was confusion,
we the two gay men living in the same apartment, we like each other, and we've liked each other, and it's great. I actually their podcast together now that they're like dating. It's really cute. There was this running joke about Phil's one night where he got super drunk in Prague and kissed a girl, and Dan loves to mention. Oh my god, Daniel Howell will like constantly be like, yeah, did you guys know that Phil kissed a girl?
He's like, guys, you're not gonna believe it. Can you believe it?
We can recontextualize it. Like now we know why Dan was so angry.
That's really funny.
It's not the same, oh, Phil is crazy.
Yeah,
it's like,
look at my friend here.
Phil,
it's like, yeah,
the guy I like
Yeah.
You know.
Can you guys believe?
Can
he
you guys
kissed a
believe
girl?
that he
Can you
cheated on me? Like, what's
believe?
up with that? I just can't believe it. But yeah. So these are all at the same time, really. I think
It's
it's overlapping widely. Bunch of small games too had massively cringe fandoms. Like, why was the Baldi's Basics fandom?
Ooh,
Why was that crazy?
Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Why was the Bendy
really
and the Ink
blew up.
Machine?
I mean,
fandom?
we're dodging it. Five Nights at Freddy's went crazy.
Okay, but that's like a good game. I'd
I'd say that Bendy and the Ink Machine, it's an interesting game.
Well, okay, yeah, no, they're all good games. I actually liked all three of those games. But I don't know what about horror games it is that just curates like little children and they're like, we're gonna do weird things with your characters.
I think it's like at the time, like Let's Play YouTube was also really big. We mentioned Jacksepticeye, but Markiplier. I mean, Game Theory and GT Live, like eventually after that. But like Game Theory was really big for being like, look at all these weird like games. Like, what's going on here?
He accepted our cringe.
He was part of it. And he was part of it.
Mr. Matthew Practic was a theater major.
Yes, and it shows.
Everything. And he was there, and he was like, "Oh, you're in middle school, and you want to watch cringe content, and here's why Sans Nest." You know what I mean? Like,
and he made that video, and he put it out.
I believed him. Okay,
and I anything he told me when I was in middle school, I'd be like, "Well, didn't you guys not know that Sans Nest? Like, don't you guys know that?
Don't you know that?
It was proven. No, but if you think about that fact of logic, though, it's like he's actually nice.
Don't you know that Luigi actually hates Mario?
Yeah, like, he's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
Mario's a psychopath.
Evil.
Literally, and also Mario cheats on Peach all the time.
Yeah, and that's just proof in the game.
And you don't know it, and you just don't know it. You're not watching the games. And the thing is, I would watch all of those videos and forget like properly what happened. I was like,
I know none of the
evidence. And now
I know the title.
It's like, guys, did you know that this is the thing that happens? Yeah, and then
why that happened? I mean, you gotta watch the video.
Yeah, you gotta watch the video. You just understand. He says it better. He explains
I couldn't possibly.
But yeah, all of those games had massively cringe fandoms. FNAF is still a cringe fandom to this day,
and that's okay because some cool. I mean, I look at people who do who put that cringeness into like making real life animatronic suits.
It's awesome.
And that's just like
so cool.
It's like seeing people that you were nerdy with in like middle school learn how to put that nerdiness into use.
Right?
I mean, look at us. We have like a show that we do regularly. And if you told me,
oh my God, are we the cringy?
If you told me when I was 12 that like someone would like allow me for an hour to just talk about Undertale on FM airwaves, 88.5 FM, the same stuff that I listened to in the car with my mom going to school.
What do you mean I'm not listening to Power 96.1?
No. We're listening to two nerds, mostly three nerds, talk about like just the whims that like whatever piques your little interest. I'd be like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I have algebra at 4.
What do you mean?
I have algebra 4 theory.
When I'm in college, I'm going to be doing my studies.
Right.
And
I'm going to major in physics, and then I'm never going to talk about this nerd stuff again.
I'm going to be a nurse. I don't know what you're talking about.
And now here we are.
And now here we are, and neither of us are in nursing or in physics.
I studied film for some reason.
And then now we're talking into a mic. And we both also have like a management position at this radio station.
We get paid to do stuff here.
Nerds, do what you want,
There's hope for you. The message is there's hope for you.
But anyway, back to the FNAF fandom.
Oh, yeah. They were a little silly, and I don't think it helped that their creator was also
a weirdo.
I mean, the FNAF books,
God,
crazy work,
weird,
crazy work,
and
like not to yuck anyone's yum, but yeah. Sorry, that was a bit. Not
to yuck anyone's yum, but
sorry, I do truly don't mean to yuck anyone's yum, but we do have to acknowledge cringe is not bad, but it is at times cringe, and accept it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Cringe sometimes is not bad, but it is cringe. And you know what?
That
makes sense.
Like,
if I'm listening to it, yeah, okay. I'm good.
Be cringe and don't be upset about being cringe.
I completely agree. I think the biggest problems with all of these things is when we start taking the characters out of context. I think when we start taking them into sexual concepts, it's just not good.
And even I think about fanfic, which we talked about in our last episode, RIP. But like,
rest in peace, the segue episode.
Rest in peace. We'll get more segues in. We'll really load up on them. But like, archive of their own. There's a really big thing that people always want to try and like censor archive of their own. Be like, oh, this is weird. This is gross. And I'm like, well, many people, and me included, make the point of like, no, it's an archive. There's stuff that like, I'm sure you and I both don't want to see, but like to put like restraints on it kind of defeats the purpose of it being an archive of the internet, archive of our own. but you can't then take that and like mail it to the creator. Like we can't do that, guys. Like we can't. It's when you start walking into real life, like this is real life boundaries, that you know, indulge in whatever you want over here. That's where it's supposed to be. But you gotta respect people's right to not want to see all that crazy stuff.
Yep.
Unasked for. If they search for it, go crazy. You know.
Yeah.
It's because some creators really enjoy it. You know. That's like.
They want to see what their fandom, you know, produces just naturally. It's like a, you know, it's like a petri dish.
Yeah. They're like, what are y'all doing down here?
I'm gonna give you this new stimulus. Do what you want.
It's like whenever I see creators I like on Tumblr, I get scared. Like Sam Reich, like CEO of Dropout TV is on Tumblr. He's just on Tumblr.
Just casually. Okay.
So it's like we'll get to it later, but like Rondu's really on Tumblr.
They can see
they're there. They're there and they're reposting. Jacksepticeye's on there and he's reposting fan art of like characters, and I'm like, so what?
Not to get out of the nerd sphere, but also like on TikTok, the Cat's Eye. It's a music. They're a music girl group. But they were trained in Korea, so they have a lot of K-pop fans.
Yes.
And K-pop fans are evil and wrong,
a little
right?
bit, yeah.
And they're on TikTok. They can see these videos you're making about them.
They
are making some wild, hateful videos about these girls and saying things about these girls that like it's just not true.
It's like always my favorite thing. Not my favorite, but like you can tell that someone's truly like 13 years old on the internet with CapCut. Be like, is it just me or do I hate how this person in this like online internet group acts and behaves, and maybe she's evil? I don't know. It's just like this one clip I saw of her makes me think that she actually hates her coworkers.
I thought about this on the car right here. On the car right here, I was like, because spoiler for 88-Bit Trip, there's a KDA song on it.
Wow.
And when KDA first came out, I was like, why is Madison Beer here? I don't like her.
Right.
She lies about plastic surgery. I mean, she's evil and wrong.
I mean, she's not a good person.
Who cares?
Like, if it were me, I'd be like, why is this 12-year-old yelling at me? Like, I don't care.
Wow. Do I even know if what I said back then it was even true? No, I probably
just
read
making wild claims.
I read it probably in a YouTube comment
based on screenshots of Tumblr like messages on Instagram that I was like taking screenshots of my phone. I'd be like, yeah. I mean, that proves it. This man's evil. This man is gonna he'll get arrested for it. I don't know. Hope fingers crossed someone finds him.
How dare you do that?
When it was like a video that they edited together and posted with both their permission. Like maybe it's just a bit, huh?
It's also disproportionately, you know, affecting women.
Oh, yeah. Like much of the internet.
Yeah. Like Madison Beer. Dude, I'm sorry, Madison Beer. You just released an album. I heard it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there's so much stuff where it's like I feel so upset at myself at the time, being like, I don't know why, but like I really only like listening to like the opinions and men, and like maybe only they can make good content, but like it's not my fault.
It's not my
and
thing,
it's like, dude, get it together. Like you're unfortunately falling for the misogyny that is fed to you. And all we can do now is like, you know, keep talking about it, because at the time that would just happen, and like creators unfortunately were not very quick to be like, hey, that's my friend, please stop discounting their content. Like one of the few female creators luckily that I followed a lot was like Jaden Animations, right? Like a really big time for animation.
I still do.
Exactly. You know, I don't watch all her videos, but I'll check in.
Animations fans are also kind of cringe.
Hey, don't talk too bad on my boy Odd One's out, all right? We went through a time together. Something else.
They also shipped those two like
yeah, they
crazy.
did, and it sucked. Like I remember Jaden Animations. I'll never forget like the video that she talked about of her like face reveal being like leaked by a fan, and just it was just so like heart-wrenching to listen to, and I was like,
it's like, I know these people. Why are they doing this to these people?
Oh my god, guys, why would you? But we like Jaden, like we all enjoy her stuff, and now you made her sad. Like, why would you? Now
I'm glad that she's like able to stream with her face off and everything, and she can play Fortnite.
Does cool stuff.
And she can play Fortnite, which is a segue. It's a really bad segue.
She plays Fortnite. She does Twitch streaming now. You know, I think that she does Fortnite maybe.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
Because I don't know anything of her Fortnite streams.
Well, the thing is, I'm gonna transition to the song.
Well, I know, but I was just like, she does Fortnite. You know, that's how she.
The thing is, I don't even know if she does Fortnite.
Maybe she does. Maybe
anyway,
she does.
Guys, we're gonna be back.
She knows of it.
Bye.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friend has gone down. I revived him, now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park Street. Look at the map, go to the marked sheet. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. You need to take me to Steve Meyer, but not Loot Lake. I really love to chug with you. We can be pro Fortnite gamers.
Pro Fortnite gamers. Hope y'all liked. I loved. Personally.
You just heard Chug with you. Number 1 victory royale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
Get down. By Visionary.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really not transitioning into anything we're going to talk about now. I did forget to mention, probably before any of the other MLP, my first fandom was Minecraft.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that I watched the Stampy Longhead video every week. I watched the Skydance Minecraft video every day. Because there was a point in time where he released a video every single day, and I was there, and I watched every single one.
Wow.
I watched every single Cops and Robber video ever. I knew all of his girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
I would be discussing at the 3rd grade lunch table, being like, "Oh my God, Donables is there, and Panda. I love Panda."
I missed the boat on Minecraft YouTubers at that time. Hey, but luckily, there's always a second chance to hop on that wagon.
And that you did, you know what I mean?
Dream SMP, guys.
Hey guys, that's the topic. No segue here.
And there's a moment now that we have to come to you head in hands and admit that we're
Dream SMP.
Yeah.
Like pretty bad.
Yeah.
I want to share this really bad story. It's actually the most embarrassing story ever. I am very mildly colorblind. I'm not like super colorblind. But I figured this out.
I think I know the story.
Well, I mean, it's not much of a story. I figured it out because of a George Not Found YouTube video. It was a video where basically George Not Found is colorblind, and they found a mod that made it look like how a colorblind person would see Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the description they linked the good old, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
Colorblind test, I believe. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's what I did, and I'm colorblind, so it's really awesome.
I mean, educational, you know.
It's really educational, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that DJ Lavender has a encyclopedic knowledge.
I do, unfortunately.
Do you want to give us a little bit of a rundown?
I will give you a little bit of
With the last 10 minutes we got
of the Dream SMP. So the Dream SMP, I'm not even gonna say. I'm gonna say that it's most known for my boy Tommy in it, you know. And
It's not.
I mean, he did popularize it.
But what is it called?
It's called the Dream SMP.
Why is it? Why is Dream famous?
Because Dream was a really big, speedrunner. He did Manhunt, and then he got his friend Bad Boy Halo to start a server. That is what happened.
What is a manhunt?
A manhunt is basically when a bunch of dudes chase him in Minecraft, and he has to beat the game before they kill him. That's how I got into Minecraft YouTube in 2020. That's a really big.
That was it.
And I'm dogging him now because he's allegedly done some really bad things and been really rude to people online. But
he's been so mean.
Really mean.
Really mean
to my boy Tommy Ian, I'll say.
But yeah, he was. What I knew him for was the manhunt videos where his friend George Not Found, and then later Sapnap, and then later Bad Boy Halo would try to kill him while he is trying to speedrun Minecraft. And
he beat him a lot. Like he finished the game before they were able. They'd start at the same place and they just start running.
I have a feeling though that, the watcher wants Dream to win because you're watching from Dream's, perspective. So therefore, you don't really want to see him lose. So that's why, I think 80% of the videos he kind of wins.
Yeah.
And to be fair, those videos are awesome, and they look like a bunch of cool stuff. Apparently they're scripted, but
I'm sure a bunch of them are. But speaking of scripted things, the Dream SMP started as an SMP, which is a survival multiplayer world on Minecraft, where you can go on Minecraft and you'll be able to play with a bunch of other friends in survival Minecraft. So at first it was kind of Dream, Sapnap, George Not Found, I think Bad Boy Halo 2 at the time. And then Tommy and it came on, it was really loud and boisterous, and was this 16-year-old kid that was
so young and so loud.
And so young and so loud, and most people hated him at first, and they came
They thought
around.
he was annoying.
And he was annoying, but
he brought some vibrancy, man.
he was what was needed. I think there was like it was a video that Technoblade made where he was like, someone had to be the
Rest in
villain.
peace.
R.I.P. That's my boy right there.
That's you know
the
what?
boy.
Even before Dream, I was watching Technoblade.
That's real.
He made some amazing Bed Wars content, and I was always watching that.
Those
videos are still, I think, some of the best Minecraft content you'll get today. Like
he's
the Potato
so
Wars.
funny. Yeah.
Those are amazing.
The Potato Wars, if you haven't watched it, go watch
Watch
it.
all three of them.
Yeah.
And in one sitting, they're amazing.
Yes.
But yeah.
But Tommy Innit came on, and he was not even like, he was the protagonist. He basically made it so that there was a story to the Dream SMP. So he started this whole nation with his good friend Tubbo and Wilbur.
And good friend at the time.
Good friend at the time. But they were just like all these British, Minecraft YouTubers that came on. They were like, we're gonna start a nation. We're gonna start plot. And there was Eric, I think, was also added on at the time. And so they're all British, and they're like, we're gonna start a British nation.
They're all British.
They're all British. We're gonna start a British nation. Based very heavily and very explicitly heavily on Hamilton. Like they reference a lot of like, my unfinished symphony, blah, blah. So they start this nation, and then they're like, okay, boom. And then Eric like double crosses them and then explodes the nation. And now Eric's a traitor for Dream SMP.
What's the name of the nation?
Lamanberg. Oh my
Named over the fact that they're
yeah.
Say, oh my Lamanberg.
Yeah, my bad. I had to let them know I know ball. You know what I mean? I'm one of you.
Now is it ball? I think it's deflated at this point.
The deflated ball is still a ball. No. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I don't rep that. But anyway, so they blow up Lamanberg, and that starts like the chain events of like all this plot. So then boom, they try to rebuild it.
Were you Pog 2020 or Swag 2020?
It was Coconut 2020. I was a centrist. But
there was a bunch of like little elections that happened. A ton of just YouTubers who were just in the sphere were just invited. Like
yes.
I was also a Quackity watcher.
Oh, I love
Quackity got invited.
I wasn't on Quackity, much like you were, Technoblade.
Yeah.
But Quackity, I was also really.
I was watching a lot of Quackity.
I was watching the Animal
Jay
Jam raids,
into it. Jay
Schlatt was a crazy pool, and
after he suffered, the loss of the Earth SMP.
Oh yes,
which we can talk about another day.
Yeah,
Not now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was taken into the Dream SMP, and he was great in it.
A lot of cool. Nikki Niachu was also added on.
True.
Carl Jacobs from Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast,
which
bro.
was started like the joining of those two kind of fandoms really largely.
Random.
Lil Nas X was on for an episode. It was a weird time,
but you know what I mean?
They started having like laws, and so they had an election, and then boom, the election went up into flames, and then they killed a guy.
Doing
like,
some stuff.
Technoblade getting added was a really big, Phil's the Minecraft. Shout out Phil's the Minecraft, created Minecraft. And then Technoblade kind of started like that whole group of them, Tommy and Wilbur Soot, who were really close on the SMP. And it just devolved into like 5 different storylines at one point that might cross over. But, maybe I'm biased, but I think that, Tommy in it, what he was doing, he's just so loud. It's hard to not think of him as like kind of the central
protagonist.
story.
No, I understand.
Yeah. And he was also one of the few people that were documenting it really consistently on YouTube.
This is true.
And he would stream a lot because he was 16, it was 16, it was COVID. So he was just streaming for like 2 hours a day, and he'd go on.
I think this is a very important fact that it was during COVID.
Yes. I mean, everyone's online.
The person I was over the pandemic was not the person that I would have been outside the pandemic.
It broke our brains. I'm sure you all remember.
You were there too, actually.
I mean, hey, you should know this too. It broke our brains. And like, there's no way now that like anyone streaming Minecraft, even a big SP, would get 100,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch.tv. Like,
consistently.
It was an unprecedented like amount of eyes on like all these people that were basically doing improv like live theater on Minecraft, and then later
was good. And
it was not half bad,
and it was good at the time. I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I hate him now. I mean, allegedly or whatever. I don't like him now, but I liked watching Wilbur Soot's perspective because he could really improv. Like that was theater kid.
And it could very much theater kid energy, and like him and Tommy were both like not afraid to look goofy and like really
at all
really buy into this whole bit of it all. Like you'd go to like Jay Schlatt, very good actor when he needed to,
good.
But like he's not
Dream was not that great.
He wasn't.
Low-key,
that's why I didn't mention him, because he was a bad actor.
Like Dream and George and Sapnap were just like okay.
And you can tell that they were there because like they were friends and they were already on the SMP, and also it's getting super popular.
Yeah.
So like they're gonna want to log in, and like Dream became like this big bad guy, which he's
well, we
brought
should
back
start
recently, but whatever.
What happened?
What happened? Yeah, I mean, it just.
Well, firstly, the pandemic ended.
The pandemic ended. They blew up L'Manberg in the story, and then like, I think it's just people start going back outside, and they're not tuned in for like, the Minecraft championships for like hours at a time, like in the middle of the day.
Yeah, there was concurrently, if you don't know anything, there was, other Minecraft events that they were doing outside of the SMP.
Yes.
And those are really interesting to watch. Yeah. I mean, James Charles and Jay Schlatt.
They'd bring in such big names. And
big
they
just
make them learn Minecraft.
I think, Jay Schlatt and Technoblade won. Like, that was another thing.
And I think that Jay Schlatt and Technoblade were always,
funny.
They're so funny, and they're really just two of the big standout people that they're funny in whatever environment you put them in.
You got some guy who's like okay at Minecraft, and then you got Technoblade.
A guy who he's gonna dog walk anybody. Like, it's really like not even fair to put him against
good
people.
At the game.
And so of course, like, they're gonna be someone in the middle and be really good. You know what I mean? And so those are always so cool to see, like the story. Like it feels like watching like little league football. Like it was like watching high school football. Sometimes you'd be like, oh, I guess I know this team from last year. I guess people have moved around or whatever.
Right.
But
everything makes sense.
Yeah.
I had not felt like actually sad about a sports team losing until last night when I heard that the 49ers lost. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, it's like when Technoblade lost. That's how I felt.
And like in the same vein, like
when the viewpoint that I chose to watch lost, I was like, no.
People will always be like, how can you like follow a sports team like even if they're bad? But it's like, no, but like
man.
At the time, like Tommy and it was my boy. So if he lost, like the judges are rigged and like he shouldn't have gotten that, and like I'm gonna make excuses, or I'm just gonna be like, oh man, and I'm gonna like turn off the game and go like that's really what it is.
Additionally, another thing, the fandom kind of grew up. I mean,
yes.
Also, they fit. Man, they canceled those boys over anything.
Any and especially
joke. Didn't they like try to say that like Tommy and it like hated lesbians?
Yeah, because he was like, I get lesbians, and mind you, he's 16, and also like at
the same time they were like blowing up the clip that's like just killed a woman, feeling good.
Oh my gosh,
God.
In a game where you're supposed to get, but like it's so funny to see him now like on his podcast with Jack Manifold, who's also really big in the Dream SMP. Shut Up, I'm Talking, where they're just talking like a retrospective of being like, I mean, I don't know, like one of my closest family friends was just like a gay person, and like I didn't really know like all these like intricate like internet stuff, but like it was just like so tough to be like, here's in the time that everyone's going to be looking at you, be a teenager and grow up online and like learn stuff online, and like
because we were the same age as Tommy in it,
and I can't imagine doing anything that
like,
here's
my League of Legends gameplay and my League of Legends boyfriend, and then here's that. Like, it would have been ridiculous.
And like it's so I like talking to people like my age that were in like the Dream SMP fandom, because it's like a retrospective, but like it's unfortunate to see like a lot of those still, like I went to the Tommy and a Live show with the DJ here, and because he does stand-up comedy now, and like there was a moment when a bunch of like really young fans that I could tell were young because they were just basically heckling, and they don't think it's heckling because they think they're being funny, or they think they're being positive.
They
That's
think
heckling.
they're like Twitch notifications.
They really think that it's a live Twitch tag. Yes, they're
seconds.
yippying and they're yelling, and he like cuts the set and is like very frank. It's like, if you keep doing this, like it's like I really need you to stop. He's just like, full stop.
Show can't continue.
He does a bit as a character, being like, no guys, come on, and then he stops doing the bit, and then he's like, oh, all right, whatever. And I'm like, we gotta like we can't bring it to the people. It's the same thing of like writing like fanfic about people falling in love and then showing it to them and being like, is this true? Are you really in love with each other? It's like, have some decorum. These are people with lives. Like, you bought tickets to a show, let him do the show. It's so
I agree.
crazy.
I completely agree.
But fandoms, man, for better or for worse, I quite like them.
Guys, this episode was cringe.
It was.
This episode was cringe. DJ Oilspill is not here.
Cringe.
It's just us losers. And truly, it's cringe.
Yep.
And I hope you enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It is about time that we wrap up and we start 88-Bit Trip, which is going to be the same two voices. I am so sorry, except you're going to hear significantly less of us and significantly more chiptune, because we have a very chiptune-full episode.
Yes, we do.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Nerd Hour broadcasts live every Sunday from 8 to 9 p.m. and is then uploaded online the next day. You can listen live at WRAS Atlanta, 88.5 FM, or listen anywhere online at WRASFM.org. Nerd Hour is hosted by DJ Lavender, DJ Fish, and DJ Oilspill. Our intro and outro music comes from the Undertale soundtrack and is composed by Toby Fox.
Album 88!